Okay, awesome. So my name's Dylan Lieberman. I'm a high ticket closer. I've consistently hit weeks ranging from 10 to 20,000, and I travel the world doing whatever I want, where I want, when I want, with who I want. I mean, I'm in Dubai right now, going to a crazy penthouse with a bird view very, very soon. But this video is going to show you exactly what script to use for basically any offer, right? Now, this script can be used for any type of prospect because it's not about the words that are being said. It's about the emotions that are being built. People buy on emotion, right? And it's the emotion to change. It's the emotion of running away from a problem and the emotion of running towards a goal, although this is 2 times as strong. But in this script, I'm going to show you how to develop a prospect's limiting beliefs, to lower the limiting beliefs and install the core beliefs that you need so that when you drop the price and you lose all your leverage, you're actually able to close the deal, right? So the first thing is the frame. Now, the frame is so important. And the frame is basically just how they see you on the call and how they perceive what you say. Now, if they see you as a trusted authority, everything that you say will be credible and they will respect what you are talking about. So the frame is super duper important. And again, from the get-go, they need to make sure that you are a trusted authority. So it's like if the camera's not on, that's the first thing that you need to address. And this is the little word track that I like to say. It's like, hey man, I can hear you perfectly, but I can't see your video. And again, tonality is really important. You don't want to seem aggressive. I can't see your video. Is the camera broken? And again, seem super duper curious. Is it broken? And like even do a little uptick. And that's the way that you're gonna really, really succeed with this. If they say no, it's not broken. Now there's 2 ways to do it, right? Sometimes I will just skip too straight. If you're about to do business with someone, wouldn't you want to see them face to face? But if it's like a bit more of a big business owner, like someone who's obviously not in their pajamas at 2 p.m., I wouldn't say this just because it might come across a little bit disrespectful. But if it's like B2C, like you can say, brother, it's it's 2 p.m. Are you in your pajamas over there, John? Are you in bed behind that camera? It's 2 p.m., John. And they'll just go, oh no, it's not. I'll get out of bed or I'll turn my camera on, right? The other thing is that if they're driving, they will not be listening to you. Or the other time is that like if they or like the other thing is that if you get to the end of the sales call and you ask them to pay, they can just hit you with the hey, I'm driving. And again, right, people buy on emotion, and it's very unlikely that they'll get off the sales call and then decide to pay of their own accord, right? Because they don't have that emotion anymore. So it's really super simple. You could just say, "Oh man, are you driving somewhere?" Oh man, yeah, it's funny, man. Like I used to take calls, with people wherever they were at, until I had one call with a guy who was he was on the road. I mean, he literally crashed his car on the call with me. I mean, it was a super great conversation. I mean, we're both really into it, but yeah, after that, I was just like, I don't do calls on the road anymore. But if they join, the video's on, they're sitting nicely. You want to get straight into the agenda, why they are there. You don't got time to waste. You don't want to sort of fuck around with the weather and all of that, right? You want to get straight into why they are there. So you basically say, brother, I know that we talked earlier, or I saw your application online to, basically just get help actually getting to 30K a month, close more deals, scale the business, and basically just, fix your lead flow issue, for example. Is that about right? And you basically just plug and play whatever you help them with and whatever, they most likely came and booked the call to get help with, right? Not move forward, 100%. So now your discovery phase. Now, this is where you build the emotions that you need to close the deal. These are all of the emotions that are needed to generate change. And this is urgency, pain, problem, burning the bridges, showing yourself as a solution. This all happens before the pitch. This is where the objection to close is born, in the discovery part of the call. So focus on the discovery and you'll get objections closes. Again, right? You want to ask them, how can I help? Or, a different way to frame this is, what really made you look at us further? Like they know why they booked the call. They know, but you just need them to tell you. Because once they tell you, that's your ammunition. Everything that you go off is from what they said. It's going to make them feel heard. It's going to make them feel listened. And God forbid you put something onto them that's not actually what's up here. Like you're going to lose the fucking sale, brother. Now, the second thing is basically just saying to them, like, okay, you're here to close more deals, or, I guess like what's going on for you, man, that would really have you feeling like, you'd be looking to close more deals, or, you're not closing enough deals, right? Have them really justify like why they need to actually do and fix X problem. Now, once they've kind of told you like why they want to fix X problem, you want to basically just be like, cool, man, I guess like this problem, like how long is it going to be going on for? because like it's so powerful to not only show them like the problem is today, but it's also been happening for the last year. And then once you sort of fix the problem and you understand like what have they tried, you basically want to go to, cool man, I guess like why hasn't that been solved yet? What's the reason you haven't done anything about it? And again, it just makes them think, okay, what have I done to fix this problem? And then you want to go, what have you already tried? What have you tried to fix this issue? And the thing is, you got to burn these bridges, man. You got to break down what they tell you, ask them questions about it. Again, whenever you're dismantling something, just ask them questions. If they say, oh, there's another agency, okay, what exactly failed with this other agency? Okay, and if they're vague, be more specific. Okay, I guess like if you already think about it though, man, like was it the lead flow? Were you not getting leads, or was the coaching calls not good? Did they not know sales? Were they inactive? Like what specifically failed? Because that will then allow you to then, when you're pitching them, focus on it, and to also just say to them, oh man, that's crazy. Like we offer X, Y, and Z for our clients. So just make sure that you get specific on what they've tried, so that you can actually specifically combat why it didn't work, right? Because if you give a very vague idea of why it didn't work when it was a specific problem, they're not going to feel like it's actually what, it's not, they're not going to feel like it's actually why it didn't work. But if they give you a specific thing that they tried that didn't work, and then you give them a specific response to why you think it didn't work, that is how you're going to be closing these deals. Now, after that, you can basically just say like, okay, and if it did work, like, why did it stop working? What worked? Well, okay, 100%, that makes sense, man. And then you want to go to opportunity cost, right? Like, what happens if you don't fix this? What does that cost you, man? Like, what do you lose out on? Oh, okay. And like, if you don't fix this problem and you keep losing out on X, Y, and Z, like, how does that make you feel, man? Again, tonality is so important. You cannot say it to them in any other way than I just said it. And, how does that make you feel, man? You have to seem curious. You have to seem concerned. Any other tone, and they'll just get sales and think, who the fuck is this? Who are you to ask me this question? But again, it's digging deeper every time. But to be honest, like when you dig deeper, you need to be concerned. Concerned is the word. And how often does that happen? You can use words like. Again, it will show them that you're thinking about it, that it's authentic. Yeah, I guess like, cool, man. Give me an example, man. Oh, okay. And when that happened, like, how did that make you feel? Okay. And this next question isn't supposed to be, upfront or anything. It's not supposed to call you out. But like, what did that mean for you personally? Like business fluff aside, man. Like, how did that actually affect you? Like, slow it down. Get close to the camera. Lean in. Show them that you're genuinely concerned, that you want to help. Because if they can genuinely believe that you're trying to help, you're concerned for them, they'll be much more receptive of the help. And again, you need to listen like a doctor. You need to sit there. You need to be, make a little face. Like if they tell you, oh, oh man, okay, and like really, really just hammer it home. And this is one of the biggest things that salespeople can work on, is just your tonality. Because if I said to you, and what did that mean for you personally? Like how did it affect you personally? Whereas if I said, and what does that mean for you personally? Like how did it actually affect you, personally? It's so different. And you need to say it in the second way. Now, this is super duper powerful, and it's your advanced help check. Like once you bridge the gap of like what they've tried, what didn't work, and all of that, right? The next thing is saying like, what have you done in terms of advanced help? And if whatever they say, cut them off, because like however advanced it was, it didn't work, right? You say respectfully, man, that wasn't exactly what I asked. My question was more like advanced help, like 6 calls a week, hundreds of client testimonials, like advanced help. Nothing, and then you can kind of go into it, right? Now, the third thing is pain to identity. Now, the best way to sell is an identity, right? The NLP pyramid, identity is the top. Everyone has that idea of who they are today and who they want to be, right? It's like, even if you're setting like, BizOp, it's not because they want to build a business and make money. It's because they want to be the type of person who owns a business, who can do whatever they want when they want, whatever, right? That's what you're trying to sell them to. So you got to then link it to identity. And you basically will say to them like, look, brother, like if everything stays the same, not like will the business make X amount of money? It's like, do you really think that you'll hit, your goal of being the owner who doesn't have to be in the field today? Like, do you feel like you'll actually get to the point where you can be the father that doesn't need to work in his 9 to 5? and can actually spend the time with his kids. Like, do you feel like you'll get there on your own? No? So what needs to change, man? Because I'm here to help, man, but what needs to change? No, I need to do something about it. You sure, man? Like, because I can help you with the service and everything. Like, I can give you what all of our other clients have received. But it's like, are you actually willing to give it 100% and show up every single day and take accountability for where you want to go? Like, is that something you're actually committed to? Yeah, it is. Why though, man? Because you don't have to be committed. Most people aren't. Like, why would you actually be committed to something like this? Like, why is it actually important to you? And you just hammer it home, man. Humans are so congruent. When they say something and they feel the emotion and then they say it again and then they justify why they said it. Oh man, there's no getting out of that. You can't go back on that. It's impossible. Now, once you've really sort of committed to like the change, you show them what is that change going to look like. And I guess like if you solve this, man, like what would it unlock for you? Like how would it affect you? Okay. And what about personally? Like what would that mean for you and the family? Oh, you'd buy a car. What car? Lamborghini. Oh, what color? Red. Beautiful, man. Red Lamborghini. And how many seaters for your whole family? You know how I know I'm doing. And again, like you really want to get super specific. Number. Okay. Number. Okay. And you'd buy a house. Oh, wow. Okay. And the house would be how much? Okay. I mean, I guess with your 9 to 5 now, like it would take you 35 years to get that house. But if you were able to make 20,000 a month, I mean, it'd take you 3 years. Is that about right? Yeah. Okay. Like really get specific, man. Like what will they get in what time frame? How quickly? What is the exact benefit of just taking action? Right. Now, dig until they give a feeling. Freedom, security, pride. Again, being the dad who shows up, being the CEO, so powerful. You need to sell on identity. Now, after this, the pre-pitch commitment. You can basically just say to them, brother, like, if I show you everything, you do feel like this can get you to where you want to go. Is it something you'd want to make a change on? Yes? Cool. Why? Okay. Got it. Right? And again, humans are congruent. Like, if they say to you that I want to make a change twice, 3, 4 times, when it gets to the end of the call, they're probably going to want to make a change, you know? Now, the pitch is super simple. 3-pillar system. Do this for any offer. I'm not going to go into this in detail. 3-pillar system. You know, it could be coaching calls, modules, and one-on-ones, whatever, right? Now, after the price, now, to be honest, like there's a little thing I missed here. It's basically just saying to them, brother, like, do you feel like this can actually get you to where you want to go? Reaffirm that after you show them the pitch, they don't have any questions and they actually believe that it can get them to where they want to go. And then after this, you drop the price. All right. Now, I always link the price into a long sentence, just blend it in there. And I always link the price to the next steps. Because again, when humans are confused, when there's no clarity, they won't buy. They need clarity. So it's like, yeah, man. So to get everything we talked about, it's just going to be $6,000. Like from here, I'll send you over the agreement and we'll get you onboarded. It typically takes about 3 days before you start seeing the difference, man. Okay. How would you like to proceed? Ask for the sale. I just need you to block out the investment here. Again, and you can offset it with something like, I'm going to book your onboarding slot. I'm going to check my calendar. Take care of the link exactly, right? You are the authority. Dr. Energy. Dr. Energy. Now, objection handling. Sometimes it won't always be sunshine and rainbows. You'll get a few key objections. Partner objection, right? If it's like the partner objection, like wife, business partner, mentor. Yeah, I guess like if your wife saw the numbers, like would she think this is smart or risky? It'd be smart, right? I mean, it'd get me to where I want to go. Cool, man. And I guess like the version of you who already hit that income level, the one that's providing for his family at a higher level, like would he wait for her permission? Boom. And then you're in. Okay, no, he wouldn't. So what are you going to do? Boom, closed. Think about it. Again, this is emotion. But you want to ask, like, okay, man, like, what exactly do you need to think over that we haven't gone over already? Oh, X, Y, and Z. Okay, that makes sense, man. I guess like wanting to go over that again, like, what's really behind that? Oh, it's a lot of money. Boom, now it's a price objection. Brony aside, man, like, is this actually something that you'd want? Yeah. Okay, man. And like, I mean, can I share a perspective with you? Like, do you feel this is the consequence, like you not having the money, or is it the problem of the consequence, which is not having the lead flow or not having the skill set? No, it's the problem. Okay, man. So like, because I want to actually help you get that skill set, so that $6,000 isn't an issue in 6 months from now. Like, if we could split it up into something a bit easier, maybe half now, half in 60 days, once you've already seen results, like, would that help you to pull the trigger right now? Yes. Send link. Silence. Now, the final close, super simple. Okay, perfect, man. Well, once you take care of the investment, I'll pull up my calendar and lock in your onboarding for this week. calm confidence, you lead the moment. You can use a bit of NEPQ. Yeah, man, I want to make sure that I'll be available for you. So why don't you pull up your calendar? I'll pull up mine. And boom, you've just closed a $6,000 deal. That person is your best client, and you have made $6,000 in 1 hour. Go close some deals. Hit me up on Instagram if you need more info, if you want to get placed on an offer, because I got you, boys. Sales is a revolution, and I don't want you to get left behind.